Greeting dear students, in today's lecture we will be discussing some important items relating to non-profit organization and how these are treated while recording in financial statements. So we have already covered that there are three financial statements which we will be preparing. First is receipt and payment, then income and expenditure, and then the balance sheet. So let us study the first item. First item is subscription. So this is the main source of income of non-profit organization, and it is considered as revenue receipt, or you can call it as recurring receipt. It is shown on the, because it's a revenue receipt, so it will be shown on the credit side of income and expenditure. We have seen the format of income and expenditure account. So we'll be showing subscription on the credit side of income and expenditure account, and it will also be shown on the debit side of receipt and payment account with but here when we are showing it on the credit side, we need to make some adjustment of outstanding in the beginning, outstanding at the end, prepaid in the beginning and prepaid at the end. So that we'll be doing in the next lecture. Then donation. If it is a general donation means it is not specified for which purpose we will be using this donation. In that case, you can take it to the credit side of income and expenditure account, or in that case we can say that it is considered as a revenue receipt. But otherwise, if it is a specific donation, then in that case it is a capital receipt. It will not be shown in the income and expenditure, it will be shown in the balance sheet. But what will happen in this case, general donation, whether donation is general or donation is specific, both type of donation will be shown in receipts and payment account. Now next is entrance fees or admission fees. In case of admission fees, we can say that it is a recurring income of non-profit organization, because whenever a person, new person joins, he will definitely have to pay entrance fees or admission fee. So whenever new person joins the non-profit organization, he will have to pay the fee. So therefore it can be considered as revenue receipt unless and until specified in the numerical. So it will be shown, if it is a revenue receipt, it will be shown credit side of income and expenditure like this. Otherwise it will not be shown. If suppose it is clearly mentioned that entrance fees is to be capitalized, in that case it will not be shown in income and expenditure. But whether entrance fees is capitalized or revenue treated as revenue receipt, it has to be shown on the debit side of receipt and payment account. Now let us see the next items of income non-profit organization. First is life membership fee. Now this life membership fees is a lifetime payment made by the members. So it is always treated as capital receipt or non-recurring in nature. And you know that we have studied the income and expenditure records only revenue receipts, items of revenue in nature. So therefore it will not be recorded here. But life membership fee will be recorded on the debit side of receipt and payment, because it's a receipt. So all the receipts will be shown on the debit side of receipt and payment, and moreover it will be shown on the liability side, or it will be added to the capital fund. Now next is legacy. It is receipt as per the will of deceased partner. So this is received by non-profit organization according to the will of deceased partner. So this can also be considered in two different ways. If the amount is quite large, in that case it will be treated as capital receipt. So it will not be shown here in income and expenditure, it will be shown in the balance sheet. But if it is of small amount, in that case it can be treated as a revenue receipt and in that case it will be shown on the credit side of income and expenditure account. But in both the cases, whether it's large amounts or small amount, it will be shown on the debit side of receipts and payment account, because it is prepared on cash basis. So whatever cash you are receiving, whether it is through capital receipt or revenue receipt, we will be recording that. Now next is endowment fund. It is a fund which arises from the gift, the income of which is devoted to a specific purpose. So whatever endowment fund you are having, it is always treated as capital receipt, so it should not be made a part of income and expenditure, so it will not be recorded in income and expenditure, and it will be recorded on the debit side of receipts and payment account. Likewise, it will be shown on the liability side of the balance sheet. Now let us discuss the next item. Next item is honorarium. It is an amount paid to the person who is not a regular employee, like for conducting special lectures, special, like for some time club used to organize special music concerts or some special motivational lectures for its member. So whatever payment is made to these people, like in our school we have organized a special lecture on cyber crime by Rakshit Tandon. So whatever payment is made to these people, these experts, that money is considered as honorarium. So it is a revenue expenditure debited to income and expenditure and credited to receipts and payment account, because it's an expense, so that's why we are debiting it. Government grants, so this is a receipt. If it is a recurring grant, it will be treated as journal and credited to income and expenditure, but otherwise it will be, if it is a specific grant, it will not be recorded in income and expenditure account. But in both the cases, whether it's a recurring receipt or specific grant, it will be recorded in receipt and payment account debit side. And moreover, specific grant will be shown on the liability side of the balance sheet. Now next is upkeep of ground. Repair charges, municipal taxes, newspaper, insurance, rent. So all these are the examples of revenue expenses. So revenue expenses will be debited to income and expenditure account and credited to receipt and payment account. But if some part is outstanding or paid in advance, in that case only that part will be shown in the balance sheet. Otherwise these expenses will not be shown in the balance sheet. Now the last item is purchase or sale of fixed assets like table tennis or table tennis table, almirah, furniture, building, investment or books. So these are few assets, common assets of non-profit organizations. So whatever profit we are having on sale of these assets, like for example, if you are selling your old books or old table tennis table, in that case whatever profit you are having, it will be shown on the credit side, and if there is a loss, it will be shown on the debit side of income and expenditure, and depreciation amount will be showing on the debit side. Likewise, in receipt and payment, full sale value will be showing and full purchase value on the credit side. Sale value on the debit side and purchase value on the credit side of receipts and payment account. You can go to the format of receipt and payment account. We discuss in our lectures. And the last is balance sheet. All the assets, all these assets will be shown on the asset side of the balance sheet, and we'll be making all these adjustments. If some asset is further purchased, we'll add that, and sale will be deducted. Likewise, depreciation will be deducted. So these were the few items and their treatments in non-profit organizations. In the further section, we will be doing the details of all these items one by one. So I hope the basic idea of these items must be clear to you. Subscription, donation, entrance fees, life membership fees, legacies, endowment fund, honorarium, government grants, and various other expenses, and purchase and sale of fixed assets. So that's all for today. Have a nice day.